What's up, Wolf?
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and we've got J.C. Jackson. He's putting together an incredible season, now in double digits with 10 picks. It's the Steelers and the Colts on Monday Night Prime Time.
These folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Tonight, we write a finish to Week 12 with a good Monday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Indianapolis Colts. Brandon going alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Colts in this matchup. Their run game has proven superior so far this season, but that could change this week because now they face the best
at this moment that he knew
in the NFL.
he fucked
up. It won't
up.
be easy for them, Charles, to let that ground game do the heavy lifting like they usually do.
I think you're right about that, and I'll guarantee they have a backup plan in place. But I also don't think they want to shy away from what they do best, which is running the football. Maybe their style changes a little bit. Maybe the blocking scheme's different, but they're definitely going to test them in the run game before they abandon it.
Is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the 9th-year QB out of Eastern Illinois, author of 2 magical playoff runs in the last 3 seasons, Jimmy Garoppolo.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy, really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
And hoping to get rid of that interception bug.
Here we go, here we go.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Right back to Dobbins on first. He'll get this to about the 38. The numbers for him from a week ago. 18 carries for an even 100 yards.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people up and downfield.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Garoppolo on 1st down. This one caught by Kittle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Here's a carry for the fullback. This is Andy Janovich. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Dobbins is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by Sam Darnold in his 5th year now out of USC.
And the thing with Sam Darnold is we know the skill set is there. May not be the most mobile or strongest arm quarterback in the league, but usually plays with really good poise, and at his best, like a point guard in basketball, able to move around and distribute the rock.
Now Hall to start the drive. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That play ended for a net loss thanks to Javon Hargrave. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Faking the give, Darnold. They'll roll him out right. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
Paul on a give up the middle. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Darnold. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Darnold. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Colts are going to get it back here just past the 35. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Garoppolo so complete there to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. This defense for the Steelers, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
It's a game 2. That's good for the Colts.
Here's the jet sweep to Pascal. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. big play from a big man. Kayvon Thibodeau off the edge and dropping him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Dobbins running out of the gun. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Darnold. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
On the draw, it's Hall. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, I'm undefeated, Ice Mac.
Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Darnold. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Breece Hall, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Here we go, here we go.
Play action, Garoppolo. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Chase Young, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
The last run went so well for them, maybe they should have just handed it off right here too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Holding, offense.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Holding, offense.
Big Dwayne Brown, the tackle, guilty there.
Still 2nd down.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Darnold now to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marcus Davenport drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And they'll work this down inside the 30. 2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw taken in by Pascal. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
Now Garoppolo. Throws this one right side to Pascal. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Here we go.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
The kick by Watts is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A play fake, and it's Darnold sliding out of the pocket. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Option play, here's Hall. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Holding. Offense.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The end result, 21 yards. Now Darnold going to take it and just bat this one forward to his wideout. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the 17, Darnold. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. One more time with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Breece Hall, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to have a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 8. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down. Garoppolo going to take a shot for Gallup. They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Gallup, 73 yards. And the Colts get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers taking over now late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your...
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. There he goes, right side. He's at the 30. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
I'm doing well, Wolf. How's your weekend?
Brandon, we spent time with this team before the game, and there was never any indication that they did not like their kicker.
Well, it shows right now that they didn't like their kicker. Why didn't they just put it through the goalpost and take the lead?
That is going to be the question that has to be answered. I don't know about you, but I'm skipping my flight. I'm going to the post-game press conference to find out what they were thinking.
Instead of playing conservative, they go through the air, and what a stunning turn of events. Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 8.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was the visiting Broncos who were able to come in and get the road victory.
No, I just threw 11 picks. Well, 9 picks.
300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory.
That was the Bengals versus Steelers game last
Stadium
week.
In Kansas City. To see what's going on with the Chiefs. And they were victorious in that one.
I threw 9.
LA Rams.
He threw 8.
Kyler Murray sharp in the victory as his guys get back within a game of 500.
Yep.
Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for the Steelers in that first half. And they've had some success on the ground. And with the lead going into the second half,
that's why Josh isn't starting this week.
To keep it going.
Punishment.
Meanwhile, for the Colts, they did even less on the ground as they've struggled to get the run game going. Final adjustments taking place in both teams' locker rooms. We're closing in on the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back up to Indianapolis and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this third quarter. And they got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
They'll give to Hall. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Now it's Darnold. And his throw here's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now. But he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end Kittle. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins to the 43, 2nd down. And Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Here's Berrios.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And the Steelers set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Darnold. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Straight ahead is Hall. And he's got room. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 60 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Yeah, but I never want to do that again.
Just go right at him.
That was very stressful, if you know what I mean.
Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops.
What's up, Cowboy? How's your weekend?
A handoff for Hall. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 36. And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Elijah Moore, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Garoppolo's throw there, caught by Gallup. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll fire this deep for Gallup. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Here's Tressway now. as he's on to punt for Indianapolis.
Which movie?
And here comes Berrios. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score,
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Darnold. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Foul. Face mask. Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Here's a give to Hall.
And some space here.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
Holding. Offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
90 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable on picking up first downs.
1st down, here's a run with Peterson. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Tyler Higbee, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
13.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Colts set to take over here offensively. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw pulled in by Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. This is complete to Michael Thomas. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at their 28-yard line.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's got Thomas yet again, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Gano the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick 6. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch.
Exactly.
On the spot, that means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
And the Colts, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
To throw is Garoppolo. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another.
Now Garoppolo lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers, and his guys are going to take over at the 39.
Recovered by Pittsburgh.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run the counter now. It's Peterson. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down, Peterson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. How about that tackle we just...
Now Darnold. He's got it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
13. Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Garoppolo's throw taken in by Pascal. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Pittsburgh, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.